puppy Badger, who is now 9 months old, wants a compost pile, likes to eat the compost pile, but wants to know what can he put into that compost pile? And are there going to be rats that he can chase?
He can make his life so wonderful in terms of chasing rats if he puts food into it without composting that first. I wouldn't do that. I would always compost my food someplace separate from outdoors before I add it to a compost pile. So, yes, you can compost food. I don't want rats, so I'm making sure that whatever food I put on my compost pile isn't recognizable as food. It's already composted down in my garage or someplace safe. You can compost all of your organic debris. I wouldn't compost diseased plants. I would put those someplace like in a garbage bag.
What about when he's weeding with his opposable thumbs and he's got all of these weeds that he's taken out? What will they make more weeds?
He's dancing.
He is. He's like, he likes to weed and dance.
If the plants have seeds, the seeds could come through. And as you're spreading your compost around to improve the quality of your soil, yeah, you could be spreading seeds. Some people are really into their compost in terms of heating up that pile, and therefore the seeds wouldn't survive. I'm not so sure it's worth putting all that time into it. So yeah, get ready for some seeds. I get tomatoes in really funky places.
I'm just going to close his ears. He's a little lazy. So what kind of compost pile is the best one for him to have?
But just add lots and lots of things to it and then dig out from the bottom to get the humus that you want. Even sticks will decompose, by and by. But if you want quick compost, research how to heat it up and don't put anything too big into it. Leaf mold is probably the easiest way. Leaves become humus. And that is an easy way to get humus. Next question.
All right. 5 seconds left to tell him why he needs a compost pile.
Well, what else are you going to do with your organic debris? You got to put it someplace.
Yeah, did you hear that? You got to put it somewhere. He makes a lot of organic debris, quite frankly, but we can't put that on the compost pile, right?
But you can put Badger's organic debris on the compost pile as long as you're not using that humus to grow your vegetables. It has some bacteria that might not be so great.
All right, so how does Badger find out about more gardening tips?
Well, yeah, he listens to The Garden Mixer. It's a podcast, and he also watches the very first sip of The Garden Mixer, which he helps us produce.
That's right. You are a very first sip, aren't you, of puppydom? Yes. Okay, thanks, Les.